Last call, started drinking at midnight. First off, I'm not usually this guy. I'm paying the price for the time we wasted. You got a pretty face, but you're pretty basic. It's getting kinda late and my brain is vacant. I don't wanna fake it, no. Saw this going down better in my head. I thought I'd come around, but I hate your friends. I'll take the salt from my wounds, put it on the rim. Here we go again, yeah, yeah. Can I get a bartender? I'ma need a couple more shots. I've been on a hard bender, and there ain't a chance that I'll stop, yeah. I drew a line, and baby you crossed it. Need some strong, but a little less toxic. So bartender, can I get a bleach? Can I get a bleach on the rocks? Guess that's the price I pay for waking up still wasted. And I do this every day, makes it so complicated. I only hit her up when I'm taking drugs. I swear I never really meant to fall in love, but she's always laying here when I'm waking up. Guess I'm gonna have to pour another one. Can I get a bartender? I'ma need a couple more shots. I've been on a hard bender, and there ain't a chance that I'll stop, yeah. I drew a line, and baby you crossed it. Need some strong, but a little less toxic. So bartender, can I get a bleach? Can I get a bleach on the rocks? So chug, 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 'cause it's easier to swallow than your love, love, love. Throw it back like no tomorrow. So chug, 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 'cause it's easier to swallow than your bullshit love. Throw it back like there is no tomorrow. There probably won't be. Bartender, I'ma need a couple more shots.
Tell him, John.
I've been on a hard bender, and there ain't a chance that I'll stop, yeah. I drew a line, and baby you crossed it. Need something strong, but a little less toxic. So bartender, can I get a bleach? Can I get a bleach on the rocks? It's not the same when I'm with you. You open it up, I fall right through. Came out a different shade of blue. It's not the same when I'm with you. But it's always a surprise when, oh, it's always a surprise when the tide comes in. When the tide comes in. But it's always a surprise when, oh, it's always a surprise when you call again. When you call again. How long's the shoreline anyway? I've measured every other day. Tide washes all my work away. How long's the shoreline anyway? But it's always a surprise when, oh, it's always a surprise when the tide comes in. When the tide comes in. But it's always a surprise when, oh, it's always a surprise when you call again. When you call again. But it's always a surprise when surprise when, oh, it's always a surprise when you call again, when you call again. Oh, I'm not supposed to answer, I'm not supposed to know all that. The silence answer, I've got to let it go. Oh, I'm not supposed to answer, I'm not supposed to know all that. The silence answer, I've got to let it go now. Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste.
I'm the king of rock, there is none higher. Sucker MCs should call me sire. To burn my kingdom, you must choose fire. I won't stop rocking till I retire.
Now we rock the party and come correct. All sets are on time and rhyme connect. Got the right to vote and to elect. And other rappers can't stand it, but give us respect. I wanna rock.
Back in 1955, man didn't know about a rock and roll show. No, that guys. White man had the schmaltz, black man had the blues. No one knew they was gonna do what Tchaikovsky had to do. Oh, let me rock. I just don't know what I want. I love rock and roll. Put it all the time in the jukebox, baby.
Over now.
And it came to pass, the rock and roll was born. Right across the land, every rock and band was going up a stone. And the guitar man got famous, the business man got rich. And everybody was a superstar with a singing rich. Oh, let me rock. I just don't know what I want. I love rock and roll. Put it all the time in the jukebox, baby.
Riders on the storm, riders on the storm. Into this house we're born, into this world we're thrown. Like a dog without a bone, an actor out on loan. Riders on the storm.
And the music was good and the music was loud.
Yes, sir.
What is it?
Oh, Lord, yeah.
Hello there, everyone. Nerdy John here with another episode of Nerdy Live in the morning, guys. I tell you what, it's gonna be a fantastic show today. And guess what, guys? Joining me pretty much like always, it's the one, the only, the senator of sass herself. It's Squatchin'.
Hello, chat. Good morning.
Good morning, Squatchin'. You know, I definitely, I have to say, it's been a rough week for Boogie. Well, rough week for Boogie.
Yeah, that's a minor understatement.
Yeah, speaking of minor understatements, I'm sure people like Dr. Disrespect, people like I Am Alex are really happy that Boogie's taking the brunt of the internet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure Boogie's glad that an attempted assassination was done yesterday, so people stopped talking about him for a little bit because he was trending.
Everybody except Medicare.
Yeah,
Medicare was streaming while it was all going down.
Oh, really?
I caught some of the stream. Yeah. He opened up with the report that shit went down, and then went right on into Boogie.
Nice. Speaking of, guys, apparently, when Lolcow Live returns Monday, Boogie's ready to face the music.
Really?
Yeah, so my guess is they're going to reveal whether or not the test was positive for cancer.
Okay.
Which is going to be
That
interesting.
should be fun.
Yeah. And
do we know what time that's going to be? Is it recorded episode or is it live?
It's live. 6 p.m. EST.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, Squatchin', do you remember Brad Taste?
Yeah.
You
Brad Takes. Yeah, I know Brad Takes.
Yeah, bad takes, you know.
Bad Takes, Brad Takes.
Yeah.
Bad Taste. Yeah. Bad Taste and Company, apparently.
Yeah. Well, I just love I love this because Brad, for those of you who don't know, he posted on his YouTube community post a link to Rose Millet's video talking about music. Now, guys. Oh, and he said he related to Rose Millet a lot because of his own mental health struggles.
Yeah.
Now,
Does he also? I'm not gonna go there. It's too early.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you are aware of Rose Millet in any way, then you know her. Let's put it lightly, a controversial history. Would it be safe to call that, Squatchin'? A controversial history?
Yeah, I can see that. Selective opinions regarding certain things, and yeah.
Rose Millet. She Rose Millet is a trans woman who believes that women who are being forced upon should not be able to defend themselves.
Yeah.
Now, many have suspected that Rose purely does this for attention, which is more than likely the case. However, in that pursuit of attention, they shoot themselves in the foot a lot.
As one does.
As one more often than not does. Yeah. But yeah, here is, he made another community post talking about it. He goes, "I'm sorry for platforming Rose Millet. I really wanted to believe this person could change. I saw my own mental health disability in this person, but they have said some of the most awful and evil stuff I have ever heard and seen. There is no room to be promoting someone like that here. I did not know about the SA stuff." Oh yeah, it's the only thing Rose Millet has gotten any notoriety for. Yeah, I didn't know about that. I just assumed that it was in a big pile of stuff I ignored because this person, for the first time, because about this person the first time I forgave them. Deep down, I didn't want to believe what I was being told. I thought maybe if promoted something productive they did, they would change.
Oh, Brad.
Yeah. Once I was made aware of everything she has done, I should have immediately taken down the post. It was made clear how I feel about her and actions. Instead, I attacked people who were trying to help me and misrepresent my views disastrously. Sorry to my community for being grossly negligent and self-destructive. Sorry to my audience and to my audience who got dragged into this. I know this reflects poorly on me and the people around me. Bro, my man, you are a live streaming music react channel. You should not be getting yourself into this much trouble, motherfucker.
Yeah, like one of the most fucking like chill things that you could be involved in. You gotta make it unchill, dude.
Yeah,
Stop doing it.
Stop doing it. Stop it now.
Stop it.
Stop it. Well, like, okay, so I get it. He's still a person. He's allowed to have his personal opinion. But like, this guy gets himself involved in so much trouble. I don't know why he feels the need to like, cause what he does is at first he'll pretend that he's like one of us, where he's like an epic memer, and he's like, lol, who cares about Israel and Palestine? And then like he makes like a really big apology thing, and that's what he was doing at first with the Rose Millette thing. So he was being like a little, not, I wouldn't say necessarily edgy, but he was being a little memer about the whole thing, right? And then, he has to make that apology post because he realizes, oh wait, my audience hates
shit,
this.
I fucked up, yeah.
Because Turkey Tom talks about this a lot. He cultivated an audience where he will do what they say. And really, like, and this is no offense to anyone watching, you can't let your you really can't let your fan base dictate what you do. Because
you're just gonna become miserable.
Yeah, because it leads to situations like this where you don't actually stand for anything. You just you parrot whatever you think the popular opinion is.
And then when things shift and change, you're left holding the bag and in deep shit because oh, look at so and so's past.
Yeah, because like he ruined any potential connection with the H3 stuff because he had to bend the knee to his
disavow
audience.
taking a picture. Yeah
with those Zionists.
All of these lazy commentary YouTubers are trying to poke Brad until he responds and try to make him into a lolcow.
Brad
she got mad at me for my comment.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, motherfucker. No one makes a person into a lolcow. They just are lolcow.
Yeah. It's how they react to situations that classify them as a lolcow, not being in the commentaries view because of. I mean, their actions bring commentary on them. Yeah. It's not commentary's fault that they don't know how to conduct themselves.
To reference an old meme, when will you learn that your actions have consequences? but yeah, Brad. Okay. Memery aside, Brad, if you want actual advice, just stick to the grind, man. Okay, you seem to be a somewhat successful YouTuber with what over 300K in subs. I am assuming your streaming's decent. If that's what you do, you stream, then you put highlights onto your YouTube channel. Dude, just stick to that. And this is no offense to you. No one wants your take on Israel and Palestine. No one wants your take on Rose Millette. If you want to stay out of this stuff, just stick to see if Anthony and Fantana wants to collab, man. Just stick to the music genre. Don't deviate into anything else, man.
Taste is a music
Some gets
YouTuber
messy.
Yeah.
who basically listens to albums on stream.
For example, I've I've tried to get comic book YouTubers on here for like interviews and stuff. No drama content. It would just purely be an interview, right? But like talk about the favorite comics and stuff. You know, put some nerd in the Nerdy Live
into
title,
the
right?
channel.
Yeah. And like, well, you're a drama YouTuber, and you know that just wouldn't be good for my branding. I go, okay, I understand. So well, you just gotta be like that. Like, this doesn't look good for my brand. I shouldn't do this.
Yeah.
Gives his thoughts and then turns it into a YouTube video. He's gotten relatively big in the like music YouTuber scene, I guess. He's got almost 400,000 subscribers. He's collabed with the internet's busiest music.
Oh, he did collaborate with Anthony and Fantano. Then just stick with that. Stick with that.
Yeah.
Dude.
Nerd, and I personally have enjoyed some of his content. But over the past year or so, guys, listen, he's been slighting me, okay? He's been fronting, some may say. He's been throwing a shot across the bow, and now he's in a little bit of a controversy. So I'm gonna use that controversy to talk about my personal gripes with this guy a little bit. But we're also gonna actually talk about why people are mad at him. So on June 28th, the year of our Lord, Brad posts a picture of himself with Ethan and Ela Klein of the H3 pod.
How could he? How could he take a picture with this group of people?
Sir. Yeah.
Can you imagine taking a picture with this group of people squatching?
No, I don't think they come to Canada.
Yeah, I could never squatching. I could never.
You could never. Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
You would never. You
No,
wouldn't be caught dead, sir.
I wouldn't.
Podcast. They look like they're having a good time. Very cute photos, I would say. Aw, it's so adorable. Aw, how wholesome.
No.
Well, apparently his audience didn't like this too much, and as we all know,
Hard to believe that Ethan Klein and Gila used to be like the mom and dad of the internet.
Yeah.
Ethan and Ela are pro-genocide, famously. Ela is from Israel, therefore genocidal. Ela herself served in the IDF, the Israeli Defense Force, which is mandatory, by the way, for Israeli citizens. Therefore, she has personally emptied a Draco into a Palestinian family. I saw it myself.
In reality, she was like doing like
Paperwork.
desk work. Yeah.
It was
She was a paper pusher.
It wasn't Tommy technically like he was mainly like desk duty. I thought Tommy
Yeah.
said
He was repairing radios or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah. He didn't. If I remember correctly, Tommy said he didn't really see a whole lot of combat necessarily. It was more just like
Yeah. Logistics and shit like that.
Because he was older when he joined the military.
Yeah. Dave,
They said
on the other hand,
Saw combat.
oh yeah.
Israelis dying is bad. Therefore, they are pro-Israel, and they are advocating for the glassing of the Gaza Strip. This all stems back to the Leftovers podcast ending where Hassan was like fully, I guess, pro-Palestine and like sympathetic to Hamas, whereas Ethan was like more in the middle. Obviously, he's, you know, his wife is Israeli, so he's sympathetic to Israeli people, but he's also, you know, sympathetic to the Palestinian plight, I would say. I have no stake in that conflict. Keep in mind, I genuinely don't give a shit.
Yeah, guys. I'm a white boy from Ohio. I can safe to say my opinion does not matter in the slightest in this conflict.
Yeah, I'm Canadian.
Yeah.
Mine doesn't matter either.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually. I am the foremost expert on this situation. Okay, so what I say goes, and what you know, you're just gonna have to listen to me. Okay, I vote. We give the land to the Catholic Church. Bring Jerusalem back to the Catholic Church, so that way the priests and their children can have a wonderful time.
Oh God, Sean.
Think about it. It'd be such a great vacation spot for the choir boys. They could really get the high notes in the Holy Land.
Oh Jesus.
Other than the very soon coming problems with Palestine.
The old turkey Tom thumbnail style.
Yeah.
5-hour expose breakdown that's coming out real soon, okay? But more on that later. But this caused the Leftovers podcast to fall apart. Ethan and Hassan are no longer buddies, and there's now this large portion of the internet, of the online landscape, that believe that Ethan and Hila are horrible people. So when Brad posts this picture of him with the Kleins, some of his audience calls him out. They're like, hey, hanging out with some Nazis, bro? Hanging out with some people who support genocide?
Yeah.
Nazis, bro.
Yeah, Nazis. Yeah, Ethan Klein.
Yeah.
Very clearly a Nazi name. Oy vey, as the kids say. Oy vey.
Oh God.
Squatch, I'm so dead. I am so dead. I hope you realize that with these jokes I'm making, I am so dead.
Yeah,
to me.
yeah, that's bad. Bruh.
You sick freak. Apologize now. And you know what? Brad ended up feeling the heat a little bit. I'm aware that being around Ethan and Hila at the moment is very questionable. I wanted to meet them despite people's valid criticisms of them. I'm aware this is a bad look, and posting a photo with them may upset many people.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ.
Not the best decision on my part. But realistically, you have to really stretch to even believe that Ethan is like completely pro-Israel and everything Israel does. But even if he was, okay, let's say hypothetically he's the #1 Israel defender. Same with Hila, okay? We're gonna assume that in this scenario. So what? All you did was take a picture with them. It's not like you endorse everything they say and do. I don't endorse everything that anyone other than me has to say. And even at that, I'm a human and a retarded one of that, so
I always have the correct take when it comes to anything, actually. I'm 100% right in every situation, okay? That's just how the world works.
We don't make the rules, guys.
Yeah,
we don't make the rules.
Except me.
So I'm going to make some dumb statements and like regret it. I'm going to mess up like everyone does. But this audience that Brad has accumulated where he can't even take a picture with one of the most popular online people without his audience raging at him is insane. And he's catering to them. Wait, you know they were problematic and why? Then why would you ever want to meet them? If you knew Ethan and Hila were Zionists, which is not even true by the way, why even risk your reputation for that meeting? The fact that meeting someone is a risk to your reputation is insane. Ethan is not like a war criminal. He's not even like a super like out there guy. He's like a normal ass like podcaster. You should be able to meet him and have a conversation without being afraid of these freaks being mad at you. You shouldn't be afraid of your audience jumping down your throat. But this is the audience that Brad has apparently accumulated, whether intentionally.
Whereas like a year ago, he would have been praised for taking that picture.
Yeah.
That's a funny thing.
Mm-hmm.
Or like the same people that are calling them monsters now, a year ago they would have said, "Oh my God, so wholesome," you know, that type of stuff. Because like and like he's like, don't get me wrong, he's still like a leftist, but like Ethan was catering to the far left, and I think he realized that that it wasn't gonna work out because I don't know, maybe this is a bit. Tommy has said this. Tommy C has said this before, that like they would love to see him on a pike as well, because they view him as a problem, as well as like other people. So I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm glad Ethan is in a position more where he speaks his mind. Not gonna lie, he's actually I from the little bits and pieces I've seen of the content, he's actually, I think he's been relatively funny for the most part.
Yeah. I mean, his takes can be kind of out there or like, out in left field, or like some of the people he's platformed in the past are kind of questionable. He who shall not be named. But
yeah.
I don't want to bring that down on the channel.
Oh yeah, that was during the whole Keemstar beef, the first initial wave of that.
Or unintentionally, and responding in the way he does just fuels these people to hold him to this standard. I wanted to meet them because they were famous and I had the opportunity to watch a creator who was a pivotal part of my childhood. I had no care for the moral implications at this time. Well, what moral implications? Does he even explain like what specifically Ethan and Hila said that's okay, Stardust. However, he is an adult who has a weak filter, who
for what he says, and real people get hurt from it. Can you explain to me what exactly that is, Brad, or are you just continuing to cater to racists? I literally don't owe you shit. Google it yourself and make up your own mind. Like, bro, I'm sorry, bro. You can't act that fucking hard after you fucking, like, bow down for taking a picture with someone.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna.
You think you just acted like that because Stardust is brown?
Ooh. And he was having a PTSD moment, right? And he's
Maybe.
like, oh, the one brown person I can go after.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm assuming in this context, Stardust is like questioning why he's like disavowing Ethan in this context.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, fuck you.
When he really should have been saying that to his fans.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, this general sentiment that he's saying, where like he just wanted to meet them, like, that's a fine opinion to have. That's how normal people think. Normal people, when they take a picture with someone, are not like microanalyzing every single aspect of their life to be like,
No. Whenever I go to a Comic-Con and I pay to take a picture of someone, that means I 100% endorse all their beliefs. Every single one of them. So like, let's say I go to a Comic-Con, right, and I take a picture with a leftist celebrity and I take a picture with a conservative celebrity. That means simultaneously I believe both of their opinions at the same time.
Yep.
That's just how it works, guys.
Because simply associating with someone means you accept and align yourself with their beliefs.
Yeah.
Because that's how the world works.
Of course.
You're not allowed to be friends with people across the aisle.
Mm-hmm. Well, and keep in mind, Brad wasn't friends with Ethan and Gila. He was friends with someone who worked on their staff, and so they got them like
and
backseat
scored meet and greet.
passes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like, wait, can I be seen in a picture with this guy? Like, did he say this? Did he say that? Is he this kind of guy? It's just like you
Hey, yo, I would love to take I would take a picture with you first. I'm gonna need a background. I'm gonna need a background check on your ass.
You took a picture with him. That's all it means. It shouldn't mean a blood oath. But with the people that are mad at Brad, they have no respect for the fact that people are complicated and nuanced, and sometimes you want to take a picture with someone because you like their content, or you want to have a chat with them, or maybe you just met them and want to take a picture to remember it. Maybe they're an interesting person regardless of your disagreements. I mean, I'll use another example. There are a lot of rappers that I'm sure Brad is a fan of. I think he's like a hip-hop guy, who are not great people. Some
of them are murderers. Some of them are drug dealers.
Some of them have probably been involved in violent gang activity. If he took a picture with them, people would not even bat an eye. They wouldn't
be like, oh, yo, man, that makes you so cool. That gives you some street cred.
Yeah, that's just like street cred, exactly.
Yeah. Be like, oh my god, man, that's so cool. But you took a picture with Ethan and Gila, man. I gotta draw the line somewhere, you know? I gotta be like Boogie. I gotta draw the line in the sand for efficacy, okay?
Didn't even think twice. They'd be like, yeah, let's go. But Ethan and Hila feel bad for dying Israelis. Therefore, nope, you're not allowed to take a picture with them. They're disgusting. They're horrible people. Get off my block, bro.
I remember the last episode of Leftovers. Ethan and Hassan really got into it because Hassan, I believe, had said that all colonizers need to die. And he included...
Isn't Hassan from Jersey?
Like, born in Turkey, grew up in born in Turkey, grew up there for a little bit, moved to United States. But he he included baby as colonizers, and Ethan had some problems with that, and like that's where like a lot of the heated tension came from, was all that. And it's just, people are very passionate about this, and from a humanitarian standpoint, I get it. But like, I feel like what was it, the one kid, like, remember that story a couple weeks ago? A kid.
Yeah, he was born in New Brunswick, New Jersey.
Oh, he was born in New Jersey. Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't the picture get taken like a couple of years ago? I didn't know the context of that. Wait.
The picture was taken at VidCon.
Oh, was
year.
it at VidCon? Okay. Then it wasn't a couple years
It was
ago.
at VidCon this year.
Okay.
Now, I think Brad could
That would be
have
hilarious if all this time it was just a picture from a couple of years ago.
left it here, but clearly the pressure of the replies got to him, and he just went on a full, like, multiple hour-long rant about how all this is, like, basically horrible. And, I mean, you can just tell he's, like, cowering in fear of his audience. He's terrified of them. You're being way too harsh on yourself. You met some famous people and took a picture. Not everything has to be tied back to something controversial, and the people giving you shit over that aspect of it are spewing nonsense. The famous people...
I mean, I would say that's a fair take. The famous people in question are hated by a lot of people for really strong and dangerous opinions. Ethan Klein, holder strong and dangerous opinions. And I plastered my smiling face next to them and posted it online. I've become sloppy, and I should be more harsh on myself. I'm better than now. Oh my god. This motherfucker.
in question are hated by a lot of people for really strong and dangerous opinions, and I plastered my smiling face next to them and posted it online. Keep in mind, Brad never articulates here, like, what those opinions are, or like what specifically they said. And if this is true that they have dangerous opinions, then I think it should be heavily encouraged that he needs to articulate exactly why he's backing away from them. But that's not why he backed away. It's not because they said anything. It's because the audience is mad. And can you not recognize, Brad, that sometimes the audience is just stupid and wrong? Like, sometimes people are dumb. The average person is not like a super high IQ individual. They're dumb. So, like, why would you want to cater to just like anyone? Look, I don't love Ethan Klein. I've been known as a certified Klein hater, but I had to watch hours and hours of coverage of him and Hassan talking about the Israel and Palestine stuff, talking about October 7th, talking about the Palestinian struggle. And the only thing I could find of him being anything close to a Zionist is that he said he felt bad for innocent Israelis dying. That is it. He even broke into tears on his podcast over what people in Palestine are going through.
I saw videos of Palestinian dads holding their
And let's remember this as a comedy show. Let's get best at
all of this going down, and he felt the need to respond.
Yeah.
This is Brad. Someone on the crew was kind enough to get him VIP tickets so he was able to come backstage and hang out with us. I had the chance to speak with him for a little bit and thought he was a nice guy. Here he is apologizing for taking a picture with me because I'm a Zionist. What does this even mean? To those that use that word as an insult, it simply means anyone that believes Israel has a right to continue to exist. I'm not upset at Brad, but when your ideology concludes that 90% of an
And also, I don't think he's gonna go down this way, but like I feel like a lot of the time when you isolate someone for having like they could be part of the same political belief as you, but like you isolate them for having one minute detail and belief. Now oftentimes this happens on both sides of the political aisle, but like you radicalize them further into that belief, the more dangerous sides of the beliefs, or they become what you were originally accusing them of. Like, for example, if you were to ask me a year ago, do you remember when the Nick Merck stuff first went down? If you were to ask my personal
Vaguely, yeah.
So there was a protest going on at a school. Both sides started fighting each other. Police had to get involved. Nick Merck simply said, "Let's leave the kids out of this," and he was talking about both sides in that, where like it was like, come on, like, do we really need to fight where kids are? You know, people took that as him being transphobic. And if we go a year from now, I would objectively say he is being absolutely transphobic because of the language he uses, not even just as jokes, but just as like hateful speech. He like obviously like he like has said like numerous horrible stuff, which he's in his First Amendment right to say such. But like point is, he objectively speaking now is transphobic. A lot more quote unquote transphobic he was than like a year ago.
Ethnic group are monsters. I think you probably just don't like that ethnic group. My heart goes out to the suffering in Gaza I pray every day for a ceasefire. I will continue to support Palestine. Pretty fair response, I think, from everything that I've seen. This accurately summarizes his position. So Brad goes, I genuinely don't understand how anyone is supposed to handle the amount of noise that comes from having an opinion. I think I've seen every single side of this.
Don't make content where you have to share your opinion then.
That would help.
People don't like my opinion.
We don't have one.
Yeah, well, you're a music channel, dude. You're gonna have to share your opinion. Now, granted, you don't have to share your political opinion.
Stick to music.
Stick to music. And granted, I've noticed this a lot too with not even just like regular content creators, drama content creators too. We've seen this squatching, where a content creator will be all for like the type of drama content we do, where they like make fun of someone, right? And then as soon as
until it's pointed at them,
until they themselves get made fun of, and then bam, it's like, oh, I've learned my
and then
ways.
it's a problem.
Yeah, it's not cool. But more often than not, it was because you just couldn't handle it, or they actually mess something up, and they just couldn't accept it. Because like we look at creators like Tommy, like Augie when he was still making content. These are guys who made plenty of mistakes, who got themselves into plenty of controversies, who got themselves into plenty of internet shit-slinging contests, right? But they always bounced back, and they still make content because they're able to handle it. Hassan's family is extremely wealthy, so imagine living in Turkey with Walmart money.
Bruh.
Yeah. Situation be mad at me for a different reason. I'm either doing too much or not enough, and trying to make everyone happy is killing me. But that's the problem. You're pandering.
You're trying to make
never
everyone
supposed
happy.
to make everyone happy. You will never make anyone happy.
You have to make yourself
and trying
happy.
to will only make yourself unhappy.
Absolutely. He needs to worry about making himself happy with the content.
Yeah, and then accepting that his viewership will, stick around or not. Like
Well, that's the thing.
I don't know how to
think
explain it.
He's at a point now where it's like he's able to make this like a full-time job probably, and he wants to stick to that grind. He probably wants to hit 1 million subs,
Yeah.
everyone.
I mean, who
wishes.
doesn't?
Yeah. So I think he believes that in order to reach that point, he has to make sacrifices. He has to make compromises where it's like, okay, well, I have to make sure I have the opinion that everyone else does, so that way they can all come and subscribe to my channel.
Yeah. But are the subscribers worth the sacrifice of your happiness and shit like that?
Unfortunately,
You
a lot
gotta
of people
weigh
think
that.
so. Unfortunately, a lot of people think so.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why Tommy took so long to get to 50K was because he wouldn't back down from a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but he's happier for it.
Yeah.
Right?
And Tommy,
He's getting there eventually.
Yeah,
He's cultivating an audience that appreciates him for who he is. And that should be the main goal of most creators.
Exactly. Especially if you're a live streamer like Brad is. You shouldn't worry about having to cater to everyone. You should worry about having fun with what you're doing, and eventually people who like that you're having fun, who like what you're doing, are going to appreciate the content.
Yeah. Like, what's the point in making content about your opinion when you have to censor your opinion to appease your fan base?
Yeah, like, okay.
They're there for your opinion. Give it to them. Don't sugarcoat it. Just say what you think,
I would love to have 10,000 concurrent viewers right now for a live stream, right? I would love to have that. But like, I would want to position myself into a point where I can't say or like make the dumbass jokes I make.
Yeah.
So it's just ultimately I feel sad for Brad. As much as we've been goofing on him, I feel ultimately sad for him because he's put himself into a position where, unless he makes some drastic changes like Def Noodles did, he's never going to be happy with the content he makes. I mean, actually, Def is a good example. Look at that. He there's still a whole debate on whether or not it was truly meant to be a joke or not with his like news coverage stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean, he did definitely play it up.
He did it. He definitely did.
I used to watch Def Noodle's content before I found commentary.
But people kept him wanting him to do that stuff instead of him focusing more on his like comedy club stuff and like his actual like the podcast he was trying to get up and running at the time.
Yeah, the things that made him happy.
Yeah,
the things he liked doing.
Yeah, and it unfortunately for him, it really reflected.
It took a toll. Yeah.
His channel, like his main channel, nosedived, and a little bit afterwards, he took a break from content. I don't know if he's ever going to come back. Hopefully, he does.
It would be nice to see him. I hope he's doing okay.
Yeah. But guys, don't pull a Def Noodles. Don't cater. Don't
pigeonhole yourself into unhappiness.
Yeah, exactly. Do what you love, guys. That's the positive message here on Nerdy Live.
For real. Like me right now. I'm talking commentary stuff and I'm playing Power World.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful morning.
It's a wonderful morning. But positive vibes only here on Nerdy Live.
True. Ooh, fire egg.
Like you said it yourself, you're trying to make everyone happy. You cannot make everyone happy when you have a strong opinion. When you take a stance on an ongoing conflict, a literal war, with very passionate people on both sides of which have taken actual casualties, people have died. Obviously, people are going to rage at you, especially when you give your opinion and people get mad and you immediately apologize for it and cower in fear. Especially when you're excited to meet a content creator that, let's be honest, if you watch his stuff, you fully knew that he probably had some controversial takes. You fully knew that people
like
were
if
mad
you're really...
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I had something smart to say and I just lost it.
Oh, shoot.
Okay, wait. If you have to turn around and apologize for your opinion, do you really hold that opinion to begin with?
Oh, good point.
Like normally when you have an opinion, it's
an opinion.
It's your opinion. It's how you think. But if you're apologizing for it, what does your opinion matter if you're gonna be flip-floppy and shit when you get a little bit of pushback?
Okay, you were like, I'm gonna meet these guys, I don't care. And that's fine. But then once the pictures are out, you spit in his face. Keep in mind, the crew apparently got you VIP tickets that you probably should have been thankful for. And instead, you're just like, I'm sorry for taking a picture with Ethan Klein. You apologize for...
Yeah, how does the friend feel? How's that friend feel? Do you think Brad stopped associating with them because they work for Ethan Klein, the Zionist?
He do seem like the type to promote or subscribe to guilt by association. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it was literally pulled on him, so.
Or taking a picture. Whose fault could it possibly be that you have all these sycophants on you that are demanding this of you? I don't know. Could it be you, Brad? Could it be you, Mr. Taste? It could be. It could be. You never know. Just saying. Like I said, I don't love Ethan Klein, but I know that if I did a podcast with him, if I took a picture with him, as long as I'm not like switching up, as long as I'm not like changing my opinion because I'm around him, I don't think people would really be mad at me. And why is that? Why could that possibly be the case? Well, it's because I don't hold myself to this impossible standard where anytime I give an opinion and I get some pushback, I apologize and cower to those people. I actually believe the things that I say, like any person should. I have a modicum of conviction. And in regards to the Palestine thing, I just haven't given a stance because I don't know enough about it, and I don't really care. It's like thousands of miles away. I don't really know any Palestinians. I don't really know any like Zionist Jews. All of my friends are black people, obviously. And as
True.
Yeah, that's how Tom gets his pass.
As a result, all I've done is troll on Twitter about it. And intentionally, by the way, because I don't want these white girl psychos in my audience.
We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
A little bit of YouTube advice for you, Brad, okay? Sometimes in the long term, to be yourself, to be honest with your audience, you have to cut off a little piece of that audience to move forward. If every time someone gets mad at you, you cower in fear and apologize, then you'll never be able to be yourself. And the funny thing is...
Yeah, and I can agree more with that take, honestly. Oh, Brad totally stopped talking to that friend like a bitch.
True.
What the fuck comment did I just get? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm being one guide right now from a comment on a video.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Put him on blast, John.
The comment says, "Why my
Air-
guy look like Eminem?"
Glass.
Okay. Okay. So guys, we have I wouldn't say an update, but we have more Boogie content.
Yay.
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 This time it's with CoffeeZilla on his second channel again. And it's about confronting
Voidzilla, eh?
Voidzilla, yeah. Confronting Boogie on fake cancer. Let's go.
A YouTuber we accused of a crypto scam just got accused of faking cancer.
You are faking your cancer diagnosis, Boogie.
Despite being offered a total of $80,000 to prove everyone wrong.
Plus a free trip to Disney World.
Plus a free trip to Disney or monetary equivalent.
If he could show his diagnosis to a private third party, he refused to do so, which is annoying because publicly he uses his cancer as a shield from any wrongdoing. In fact,
And privately. He likes to throw his
privately.
cancer at people privately to get out of trouble, like he does with Tommy.
You know, Squatch, I think I'm having a bad cancer day.
You're having a bad cancer day?
Yeah, I'm having a bad cancer day.
Oh,
on his crypto scam.
Sorry to
that's
hear that.
One of the reasons he used.
I'm in pretty dire need.
Yeah, you know what would help it not be a bad cancer day is a $2,000 dono.
that would be amazing.
I would.
Money. I have a lot of medical bills, and I'm fighting cancer.
And more specifically, why he had to promote the coin and couldn't pay back $5,000.
The money's already spent. It's at Mercy Hospital right now. It's gone. I used it to pay debts.
I'll be honest, I have no idea if Boogie is faking cancer. I also don't understand why he wouldn't just show it if he had a diagnosis, but
You don't get it, CoffeeZilla. Boogie2988 is a principled YouTuber, okay? He draws the line at showing his private records that would prove that he has cancer. Okay, he'll promote a crypto scam, but he draws a line at showing evidence that he's not lying. You wouldn't get it, Coffee, because you're not a man of principle like Boogie2988 is.
either way,
Imagine
we won't
throwing
know.
away $85,000.
Oh,
American.
Dude, even if I was lying about the cancer, I'd take that money, I run. Because that's the thing. It's not that he was... The stipulation wasn't that he would get the money if he had cancer. The stipulation was if he showed his records, he would get it. Meaning if it was false or positive, he was getting that either way. He would have enough money to run from Lolcow to fully pay off his mortgage. And as long as he wasn't stupid and paid for more arcade machines, he could live off that for a little bit.
Yeah.
Till the heat dies down.
Oh, for real.
Oh, without an actual
Until the fat
doctor
takes him.
involved. So I won't speculate on that.
Till the fat
But what I
takes him.
can do is confront Boogie on this second claim, the cancer and medical bills, because I found out a few days ago that these statements were false. I know this because Boogie gave us a timeline of when he got paid in the first place. So when were you paid the $5,000?
5 days ago.
Later, I verified with Boogie this payment occurred on June 19th. And when Boogie said all the money was gone on June 26th, that gives us a window of time where he should have receipts for about $5,000 of medical expenses. Boogie, when I asked, agreed to share these expenses with me, and the following conclusions are based on him providing accurate records, which I know is a dubious idea, but when he shared what he had, it fell far short of even what I was expecting.
That's bad. That's bad. That's pretty bad. I'm a little worried what it is.
He gave me 2 receipts for the time period, one for $154, the other for a copay of $60, a total of $214.
Where's the rest of the money, Boogie? Boogie.
Show me the money.
Show me the money, Boogie.
By the time we talked. So where did the rest of the money go? Well, Boogie claimed that it was really intended for medical expenses after we spoke, and that when he said the money was gone, he meant it colloquially and then accused me of lying.
Yeah, I just meant it colloquially, man. Oh, come on.
Bruh.
Wait. That's on June 28th. That's on June.
You liar.
28th.
Apparently, that's
You showed me
exactly how Boogie would treat Tommy on calls.
Yeah. Tommy Tommy knew a little bit about this call and was talking about how much he was yelling at Coffee.
Payment for $550 on June 28th, which is after we talked, after you told me the money was all gone.
Yes! Have you never heard of the colloquialism? Yeah, that money's all gone. It's all spent. I have a specific thing I need to do with it.
Is he stuffing his mouth while on call?
Yeah, he's shoving.
Sounds like he's eating Twinkies in his mouth.
Chugging Mountain Dew as well. Like, listen here, motherfucker. I spent the money. It was colloquialism.
You never heard that colloquialism? Use fucking Google then. It's very common.
I'm saying.
I'm not used to this level of scrutiny.
I can tell.
Wait, I'm not. He's asking very basic questions, Boogie.
Yeah.
I'm not used to this. Ah.
Why am I still getting hate?
Oh, yes. Yes. Okay, so I have a big problem with this because looking back at what Boogie said, it wasn't just the money's gone, which already means very specifically the money's gone, but he also says the money's at Mercy Hospital right now, which is a colloquialism I've never heard before if you mean it's not at Mercy Hospital.
It's at Mercy Hospital right now.
But
no, that wouldn't be Boogie lying. No, that's not Boogie lying. Is it Squatching? Never.
Nah. Boogie can't lie.
Boogie's never lied before.
Being as charitable as I can, adding in everything he calls medical expenses outside of our time window, like there was an $1,000 credit card payment. Okay, we'll just say that's medical, right? He's still only able to get me to about $2,500 worth of medical expenses for the month, most of it not to Mercy Hospital, which I wondered about. Did he need the fatty coin then? From where I was sitting, instead of having spent the money on medical bills, it looked like he saved most of it because of his starting and ending bank balances for the month. Wait, you're taking...
A fucking liar.
You paid about $2,500. Like you're also talking about money you haven't spent, which you're trying to add up to $3,000. That's not the $5,000 you said was gone. And then you're taking...
I told you it was 4,000.
And then he's taking another 5,000 after the coin launches.
Yeah.
When we started this conversation, but of course you're lying about that too.
Boogie, can you explain exactly how you started the month with $800, ended it with $5,000? You're saying the $5,000 you made from a crypto scam has nothing to do with it.
I saved my ass off.
That's right. The $5,000 Boogie made from a crypto scam.
Well, I mean,
nothing to
that
do with the
medication he's on, the Ozempic, but not Ozempic, is supposed to reduce your appetite. So, I mean, you could be saving on not having to fucking stuff his pie hole.
Trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Yeah. His
I mean,
food costs just drastically went down, and look at Desi. She ain't eating anything.
Yeah, she didn't eat much to begin with, so
yeah. Squatching, that penthouse in hell better be ready. That penthouse in hell better be ready.
Oh, check your email for a list of fixtures because they're working on the finishing touches now. So
oh, nice. Okay.
keep an eye out for that email.
$1,000 sitting in his bank account right now. That's there because he pinched his pennies. Now, when I pointed out Boogie could have refunded the scam if he wanted to, he freaked out and told me he's got a mortgage to pay. Boogie, you need to pay that $5,000 back. You need to find a way to refund people.
You, it's spent. If I do, I won't have
It's not spent. You have $5,000.
No, well, I can't. I won't have mortgage.
But this is totally shifting the goalposts. Remember, the reason we were told the money was at Mercy Hospital right now. That was initially. Now it's because he's got a mortgage. But also, Boogie had showed me his income for the last month, and it looked to me like the podcast is what paid for his mortgage. And so I asked, wouldn't that money pay for your mortgage? Boogie said, this month it wouldn't, because he had to go on a special trip, and his co-host was withholding all the money for that month.
This is where Keemstar got mad. This is where Keemstar...
Do you understand?
You're not getting Where's your podcast payment coming from? You got that on the 30th.
It's being fucking kept so we could go for this goddamn trip. The money's coming out of my goddamn paycheck.
So you're
Mad Boogie's funny. So funny.
You're going on a trip.
Yes, I'm being forced to go up there to film the fucking podcast live. I told him I didn't want to. He told me the business was going to pay for it. And then he just said he's taking it out of the check.
Now later I asked.
And then on the live stream, didn't Boogie say that he wasn't submitting any of that for reimbursement? Like his costs to get up to New York to go to Keem's 4th of July party?
Yeah, and well, remember originally he said, like Boogie was trying to say that he never told CoffeeZilla that Keem wasn't going to pay him, that CoffeeZilla was lying. But as we saw from that little section of the video right there, that's exactly what Boogie said.
In fact, not a lie. Yeah.
Keemstar about this, and he seemed surprised. He said the show definitely pays for Boogie's mortgage, so I was confused. Later, Boogie was confronted on this by his co-hosts, and Boogie suggested maybe I edited the clip out of context.
You told him that you weren't getting paid from this show. He played the fucking recording because he recorded.
Hey, Tommy C on a million view video. Let's go.
Let's go.
Big ups for Tommy. Big ups for Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
You.
Tommy W.
Then
of course, it's a clip of him smoking his vape.
Understand that.
Of course.
You think people can edit things to be a little bit out of context?
Well, if he wants to play that game, here's the clip where Boogie directly says it. He says he's not getting paid.
Boogie, you could have gotten through this month without the crypto scam, is what I'm saying.
And I could have not paid my friend back for covering my medical bills.
No.
And I couldn't. No, listen.
Well, I've seen.
Listen.
Look here, listen.
Look here, listen.
I've seen your bank statement, so I know.
Because you're ignoring
I know
the
what's
fact
going to
that
happen.
I need to pay mortgage.
Yes,
on
your
Monday.
mortgage, right? Which should have come from the podcast.
Coming in. There's no more money coming in between now and then.
Which should have come,
understand that?
but it should have come from the podcast. It's not.
Right, because I'm not getting paid this month because I have to travel to do an on-location shoot.
This guy is so manipulative. He has managed to move the story from...
He's
the
like
money's
speaking
at
in
Mercy
half
Hospital.
truths.
Yeah. Well, it's always half truths because he can, like, if he needs to and he's confronted, he can try and wiggle his way.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Boogie does.
Right now.
It's true that he hasn't been paid because payday is on the 30th and it's currently the 14th. So yes, he hasn't been paid.
Yeah.
But he was paid for last month.
Well, I have $2,500 of medical expenses at some point in the month to... Well, the reason I'm ending the month with $5,000 is because I'm such a great saver and I needed to pay my mortgage to... No, actually, that mortgage was paid for too. The last point I want to address is the accusations he made against me on his show. He says he should have never taken a call with me. He says I recorded him without his consent, despite me telling him up front this was all...
Well, I'll be discussing this publicly. Would you like to comment on the story? I can give you a call to explain yourself.
Going to be public, and that I was approaching him for comment. This guy now acts like I tricked him.
I should have never...
What do you think when someone says, can I get your comment on the situation? You think that's not going to be public?
Yeah. If you're being requested for a comment, it's clearly on the record.
Yeah. And
meaning it's going to be published at some point, whether it's an audio or text or what have you.
Okay, and as cringe as it is to say this, I think like the YouTuber that's like closest to like a journalist is probably CoffeeZilla.
Yeah.
So like, okay, so like a journalist asks you to comment on a story, you don't think that's not going to get published somewhere?
Talk to CoffeeZilla to begin with. It was a joke, CoffeeZilla. Who told you that? Of course you fucking did. Much less the second fucking time. Then in this, by the way,
Tommy knew where this was at. He's like, no, don't do it. Don't do it.
CoffeeZilla.
Tommy told him before he even got in a call
Hmm.
what to do about it. It's not on Tommy that Boogie didn't fucking listen.
No one ever listens to Tommy. Tommy gives out good advice. No one ever listens.
Yeah, and it turns around and bites him in the ass. And here's Tommy sitting on his throne of W's.
Yeah.
Because once again, Tommy was right.
Listen, okay, if I'm ever in a position where I need Tommy to give me advice, okay, I'm listening to that. I'm listening to that 100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If I need advice, the first person I will reach out to is Tommy, even though I'm a fucking nobody. But I mean, that's a respect thing.
Mm-hmm.
Boogie just has no respect for Tommy.
No, he doesn't. Oh, this time I don't need to listen to Tommy. See, I'm Boogie2988.
Yeah.
Name a YouTuber does that. He did in the first time. In the first time.
Well, I think it's worth showing you then how he talked about me behind the scenes when he spoke with me, because it was very different to what he's saying now. Now he's saying I'm taking him out of context, that he didn't know what was going on. Here's what he was saying back then.
Amount of integrity. I really, really appreciate it.
Hey, no. I mean, to be honest, I'm happy to do it. It's something that I really like people to know ahead of time. I mean, it's not. Yeah. I try to play a long game with YouTube. I'm not interested in like a quick video. Like, who cares? Like, I'd rather, you look better and you get your point across than.
Thank you. And it shows that you have the integrity that I believe you did.
Classic Boogie. Like, oh my god, you're just so amazing. You're so amazing. Yes, you are. And then he's like, fuck this guy. Fuck him.
Yeah.
He was a fucking lying to me.
110%. It means so much. Many YouTubers would not have done that for me, and you did, and I think that's incredible. And I even, no matter what you have to say in this video, I'll never have a bad thing to say about you. Even on the show, even on the local podcast where my job is going to be to attack you back, I'm just not going to do it. I'm like, no, I think coffee was fair.
I mean, I don't think many people are gonna do that for you now, Boogie. Because look at how you're treating the people that help you. It's
look at
not worth it for them now.
Look at how you're treating the people that give you the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro.
At least he's consistent with the self-sabotage.
Oh, yeah. Dude had, like, a good thing going for a little while. And
He had an amazing thing going, and he had to fuck it up.
Yeah. Oh, Squashin'. Are you ready for the main topic?
Ooh, is it the Keem clip from back in the day?
Alex is a fucking... All right, so this YouTuber who goes by the name of One Giant Onion received a copyright strike. And here it goes. Here's a tweet. Here's a copyright strike I received from either Sssnipiderwolf or someone impersonating her. But who can you say? But how can you say it's irresponsible to post a video without reaching out to you first about it? Would you have never responded in a lifetime? I hope I hope this wasn't you though. Keem replies, bro, I just looked into this. You're really stealing content. Chill. And the guy, why this you, and it's always the Alex clip.
Yeah.
Like, come on, guys. Keem has done so much more controversial stuff.
Oh,
of course, he's bringing up Tony.
Always.
What? So where's your point? I don't care if Sssnipiderwolf steals content. It's scummy. It's not hurting me, so who cares? I made a 3-hour-long joke video, okay? Yeah, this is the third time I have said the same thing to you. The fact that you've lost, you don't understand my point, proves that before that you are dumb. My point, you steal content. Yeah. When he's linking there is this thread by Nick. A nuclear take. People who are blindly painting One Giant Onion as a victim because Sssnipiderwolf is involved. Here's 5 minutes of him freebooting Logan Paul in a video similar to the one that Sssnipiderwolf allegedly struck down. Let's see. And the video is titled "Watching Logan Paul Until I'm Entertained."
Bro, and it was a good time. It was a perfect time for him to come in and activate that army of people. And to Jake's point, even the people that kind of messed with you or didn't care, there was a bunch that hated women. There was a bunch that wanted to do this. There's a lot of nihilists who just want to
this is great content.
burn, and they just want to get involved.
Amazing stuff right here, One Giant Onion. You see what I'm doing?
I like the accent wall on the Impulsive podcast, like the wood.
Yeah,
I dig that.
They have a very nice set. They do. You see what we're doing right here, squatching.
I'm not gonna cry.
You know what that's called?
But it is very apparent.
Adding commentary.
Adding commentary.
Sad.
What's One Giant Onion not doing?
It sucks also that you're gonna
Adding commentary.
Adding commentary.
If he thinks he's sad now.
But maybe he doesn't want to get caught in a Brad Taste thing with
he's in a position
giving his opinion on something.
Oh, true, yeah.
He's just trying to avoid that whole thing, that whole needing to apologize afterwards for whatever the fuck.
I know it did.
Yeah,
I'm saying the day after the fight when he wakes up.
He's thinking to the future, John.
Yeah. One Giant Onion, always planning ahead.
Because when he goes
smart guy.
Yeah.
Not
layers of intelligence, apparently.
Well, onions do have layers.
They do.
So said Shrek, our Lord and Savior.
Yes.
A bunch of people online telling you,
In Shrek we trust.
I think you get the point. The entire thing here is just get it. He's bored. After Sssnipiderwolf publicly denied the striking, the Onion Man finally posted the screenshot, and it clearly says Sssnipiderwolf, collab company, issued the strike. Now that casts doubt on whether this was even done by her at all. Sssnipiderwolf also posted her DMCA history to show it wasn't her that done it. Bam, there it is. And here is her striking history. As you can see, his video was not one of them. But then Charlie posted a weird reply to her when Sssnipiderwolf claimed it wasn't. She didn't file the strike because originally, for those of you guys who are aware, originally Charlie, because Charlie's very passionate about this stuff, I am as well. Actually, when he initially made the video, I was going to make a video on it. I'm glad I didn't. This is always why it's good to wait ahead.
Yeah.
He made a video talking about the situation and was very much on One Giant Onion's side, and then he made a redaction video correcting the narrative on the whole thing. We'll watch a little bit of his corrections video later. Well, you should be more proactive isn't a good response. Being told that you spread misinformation, though I understand the lack of charitability. Charlie just posted a video. Sssnipiderwolf did not strike a channel after One Giant Onion finally sent an email associated with the Sssnipiderwolf DMCA and showed the strike was linked to a random person's Gmail. It's starting to look like Sssnipiderwolf was telling the truth. So basically, it looks like Sssnipiderwolf got totally smeared, and the conversation was pivoted away from big bad copyright abuser to, wow, this is terrible. YouTube needs to do something about DMCA abuse. Credit to Charlie for doing the research and correcting the story, but how did anyone go public without so much as seeing the email and checking where the strike came from? Sssnipiderwolf is now asking why she was never contacted. The kid admitted it wasn't her and said he rushed to post a video. This is fucking crazy. Hey, I'm pretty active on IG. It's not hard to reach me. That is not me or my claim. Have you tried emailing them? I'm working to find out any information about the claimant. It was my mistake not reaching out to you. I thought in a context like that, it would have been best to post my video as soon as possible. I also was very certain it was you since the name matched up. My apologies.
Because no one can input a name that isn't actually their name.
Basically, let me tell you what happened, okay? Let me tell you what happened. Bro saw dollar signs. Okay, if I trust me, whenever I get striked, I see dollar signs too.
Oh
Okay?
yeah.
I exploit that for all it's worth. In the week I can't post content, granted, but still, when I'm able to, I exploit that. And he was like, let me take advantage of this whole situation right here. But yeah, here we go. The thread continues. Let's see. In his original video 9 days ago, one Giant Onion redacted what video was claimed and who claimed it despite calling out Sssnipiderwolf in video. I'm gonna be honest, I think he's fucking I think he fucking knew. Ooh. Strong claim. I wouldn't be surprised though. One Giant Onion calls it a plot twist, and the only new information Charlie is obtaining information he omitted from the original video and corrected the misinformation commentary channels has spread. So yeah, this one Giant Onion kid is I don't think I would trust him a whole lot in the future. Now, I would apparently 2 days ago he made a live stream called The End, and I'm guessing this is a troll post right here. Don't trust me, we're not watching the full hour. I'm just skimming for this.
What's good, guys? I don't know, something just fell on the ground, but
Not your
yeah,
content,
guys.
that's for sure.
I hope you guys are all excited for my boxing arc, bro. I think it's gonna be
So interesting, bro. So interesting. You so funny. You so funny.
Mm-hmm.
You so funny, and not at all not at all a dumbass. You so funny. You so funny. What's his most popular video? His most popular video was becoming the first person to canceled in 2022. Listening to Okay, so basically a lot of his stuff is like meme, like, oh my god, I do this until that happens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like look at listening to Drake until he says something gay, watching Sssnipiderwolf until I laugh, which is the video that got striked.
Imagine listening to Drake in 2020.
Yeah. Which is his most popular, is one of his most popular videos. Also, the video got striked. It's back up now with 3.4 million views. So yeah, that's grade A content right there. I love it. I love that content so much. I would watch it all day.
Huge twist for you today that's going to leave you more stunned than the first time you watched Fight Club. Last night I posted a video going over some more fraudulent strikes, which is becoming a huge issue that's plaguing the entire platform. It's an epidemic sweeping through. The first one was from the Manny Show. It's their second fraudulent strike that they've issued because their feelings get hurt.
So actually, you weren't here when I covered it, but I did go over that Manny Show thing. So Manny Show, he's a shorts creator, and so a commentary channel was reacting to his shorts to make fun of them, and he got a strike. Now, what happened was Manny went to VidCon. He hired a manager to look after his content, and just to take it. His job was just to take down re-uploads, like straight re-uploads of his content, right?
Mm-hmm.
The manager took it too far and took down content that involved any of Manny's content.
Oh.
So to give Manny some props, he made a video and he sincerely apologized for it. And as soon as he was able to, he took back all the strikes.
Nice.
Yeah. So big, massive.
And he fired the dude that did it, didn't he?
He did. So massive W for him. For correcting the record, correcting the mistake.
This one was automatically declined, which no doubt left Manny screaming into a pillow, kicking their feet in the air, wondering why no one likes them. The second strike I covered was one that was not declined, it fully went through, and it came from Sssnipiderwolf. Or was it? Was it all just a ploy from the deep state to have us eating out of the palm of their hands as the New World Illuminati shadow government actually worked behind the scenes to frame Sssnipiderwolf and she wasn't actually involved? Well, maybe not to that scale, but from all the evidence I've seen now, it actually wasn't Sssnipiderwolf who filed that strike. And it's a very complicated mess that highlights a very, very rare problem on YouTube that I very much would like to talk about.
And that is, you can claim to be anyone and take down any video.
Mm-hmm.
And
Fucking
it
problem,
sucks.
that's for sure.
Yeah. And giant the one giant onion dude, you see, like, if we're not, I'm not gonna say it was malicious, but all you saw was a potential, like, oh my god, this is a good way for me to grow. I can take down it's from a creator that no one likes, so it's gonna be an easy win for me. Don't be doing that, dude. Don't. What can I say? Don't.
Kind of a bad idea.
Kind of a bad idea. And I mean, he's posting content regularly again, it seems. He just posted a video, Mr. Beast and the downfall of YouTube.
Why? Because nobody believed him. YouTube's done.
Yeah, guys, no one believed me. YouTube's done and over with. All right, Squatchin. Let's thank the lovely members of this channel.
Oh, good idea.
Oh, it's always a good idea to
My favorite people.
Yeah. First off, we gotta thank Pigeon Salad, of course, for being a tier 3.
Oh, 7.
Super nerd for almost. Oh, wow, he's been a member for almost a year now.
That's because Pidgey's the goat.
He is the goat. And then we have I Have Loved the Stars Too Fondly, which is the $4.99 tier.
Ayo.
And finally, we have everyone else, which is the 99-cent tier. Which, if you really want to support the channel, that's the one we always recommend. We have Lady Nurse, we have Marble, GG Hearts, J1K, Twilight Midna, Zaylin, K Huck, Micken, McMuffin, Daniel J, Annie, and Mike the Bike. Thank you guys.
Let's go.
So much for all the support you've given to the channel. This is Nerdy John signing out. Squatchin, you got anything you want to advertise real quick?
Taking commissions. Let me draw you things.
Yeah. She recently did amazing.
K-Huck after this.
Oh, that's right. K-Huck is going to be streaming a little bit after this. Guys, yeah. Squatchin just did an amazing art piece for Boogie, as shown on K-Huck.
Not for Boogie. Of
Oh,
Boogie.
sorry. Of Boogie.
He can't afford.
Boogie.